And we're back. We are going to go over to the Roman ruin. Oh, hello. Go over to the ruins. We're going to try and get over to the area that we couldn't see last time. Because it feels like an area that looked really nice, but then we just saw it briefly. So it was such a waste. But I'm not sure how we're going to get there, really, because last time there wasn't a path there. Is he like trapping or something? Hey, Magdalene. Hello, Apollo. What are you doing? Looking for frogs. Artemis says she saw one the other day, and we're trying to collect a bunch. To eat? What do we need frogs for? Like I'll tell you, you'll snitch. I won't. Alright. Sorry, Mags. I'm not telling. You'll just have to wait and see. Or ask Artemis. Maybe she'll tell you. Fine, I'll go look for your sister. Good luck, I guess. Thanks, Magdalene. The Great Frog Plague of 1543. Artemis and Apollo are up to something that requires them to capture a bunch of frogs. I don't know what they plan to do with them. So, reading from the name of it, and then from him not telling me and snitching about it, they are about to unleash a plague of frogs on Tassing. There she is. Is that a hole? Agnes gathers chamomile here every year to prepare her cures for the coming year. I think we already... Yeah, Martha especially likes to leave offerings. I think we already read that. Hello? Hey, Magdalene. Hey, Artemis. Apollo said you're catching frogs. Yeah, what about it? He told me to come ask you why. He wouldn't say anything. He didn't tell you? Christ, finally. He's learning to keep his mouth shut. Oh, come on. Just tell me. No way, this is our biggest trick yet. We're not risking it to tell you. You'll just have to wait and see. That's where I want to go. I have a feeling that this plague is going to somehow mess up what we're doing in some way or another. I probably should go and snitch. Oh shit, a pig out of here? Must have broke out of his pen. I wonder who it belongs to. It looks more like a boar with the tusks. Waterfall is always so beautiful. Indeed it is. Can I walk by it? I won't let it distract me now. Mugwort is always useful for colds and fevers. It might not be as powerful as when we gather it on St. John's Eve, but it should still work. Alright. Owl. So this one has been, the grave has been covered up, and we never found out for sure what they were, but if I want to depict the mural as accurately as possible, I have to go down the shaft myself. The entrance is so steep. No one's used it in years. There must be some way to get down there. I'm looking at you, lever. Or, if I rigged a rope to the beams, I'd be able to get down more easily. Baltas might have some tools, but I'll just say this. I saw some rope in the workshop at home. I should be able to find everything I need there, because I don't want to... I'll have to come back later. So I don't want to mix or get other people involved in this, but there's this and there's that. It doesn't look really that stable. Ask Apollo and Artemis for help. I don't know if I trust them. Let's see if I can just go over to the workshop, and if I can just figure it out myself because of the trait that I have. Oh, the Alps. Snow is creeping down the mountains. Winter will be here soon. So I will try and let me just have a brief look in here as well. Because I could go and talk to everybody, but I do have a mission, and I know it's like, I just don't want to waste time. So I will go to the workshop, get the rope, and I do think that I'm going to need some help to get down there, possibly, but what I would do if I just get the rope, put knots in the rope, and then climb down, and then I could climb back up as well. But there's a problem with those bastards running around in the woods looking for frogs, because they could... this should be enough rope. With a sturdy knot, I can brace myself against the mine shaft on my way down. So yeah, because they're the kind of kids that will just untie the rope and leave me there and then not understand what they're doing. But we know that there's a way out, but she doesn't. But I feel like if we're going to go down into the mine and explore, we are going to find possibly, because she's smaller than Andreas. Oh yeah, the pig. I might have asked about it. You know what? Let me do something smart for a change. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go talk to whoever owns the pig. And then that person will like me because I said the pig is in the forest, so go get it. And now I just need to remember where the pigs are. I'm going to go around the north and then down. Carl? Stoltz. Oh, I can't go down from here. Fine. The rat house looks pretty good. So they're probably like at the back of... I think this is the wrong place. There's some pigs there. Let me talk to Jorg. Oh, Magdalene, how are the hinges on your doors? Excuse me? The door hinges at home, are they in good working order? To be honest, I've never really checked. I'm more worried about taking care of the press than looking at door hinges. Right, right. Maybe Indra should take a look at them. Why? I would have asked your father, but, well... Anyway, you wouldn't believe how many people in this town leave their hinges to rust. Why is he... Really, Jorg, if you want an excuse to snoop in people's homes, just invite yourself over for supper. Is that something the council is worried about? I didn't realize you had such an interest in hinges. I'll try this one, because it's not really... it's not really being a douche, it's just sort of being direct. That's not... The council is looking after the town. Paul would like to institute a yearly check of all homes in Tassing. Who's Paul? Does seem a bit nosy to me. Why not just let folks take care of themselves? I mean, it's a strange thing. It's like, needless in a way, because let's say someone wants to check out my home. I'm like, hey, you know, fucking do it then. But then some people might like their privacy, so why not just let folks take care of themselves? That's my thinking too. I don't see why we need to make this whole thing official. Everyone in Tassing helps each other. As I see it, if someone notices a house in disrepair, we all pitch in to fix it. as it should be. To do anything else would be unchristian and just plain stupid. But if Paul wants to see it through, I'm happy to go along with it. Makes me feel useful, you know. Speaking of, I'd better get back to work. Nice to chat with you, Magda. See you later, Jorg. So there's some pigs there, but maybe it's Martin's pig. That would give me a reason to talk to him, I guess. Oh my god, that name. They have some pigs. Alright, I'll just... It's not really my concern right now. But I would imagine it might be Martin's. So it'll sort of give us an edge when we're talking to him, because I don't want to talk to him because I don't want to start anything, because I'm sort of afraid that if I talk to him, then, you know, hours are going to jump, then it's nighttime, then I come back here and the game will be like, well, it's too late now. You missed your chance to go down to the mine because you helped a pig. I have my rope to climb down, but this could take a while. Should I head in? Ah, shit. Remain at the top. Alright, fine. I'll go talk to Martin. And because I feel like it's not chronological. I feel like if I talk to Martin, then I'm going to miss that chance. But now I'm over there, I'm for sure going to miss the chance to talk to Martin, I feel like. Because something's going to happen. So let me just run to Martin Bauer real quick. Talk to him, see what he says. Ask him about the pig. Morning, Madeline. How's Klaus? Enduring. Even when his speech is slurred, he keeps his cheerful heart. I don't know what life would be like without him. Well, not to be a douche, but you're soon going to find out. Klaus is a good man, Magdalene. Tassing is a better place thanks to him. He's one of the few in Tassing who hasn't been on my back all this time. And I also just realized maybe the book that I gave her was a good idea, because she's taking care of the press, and I never thought about her father just dying, which is, you know, natural. So the book might have been the best gift. That's what I'll tell myself. What do you mean? Don't pretend like you haven't heard. Townsfolk have whispered shit about me for years. So what if I occasionally get into a few brawls? I'm an honest man. I wasn't involved with what happened to Otto Zimmerman. I supported his cause. I've pulled my weight around here, tilled the soil, salted the meats, provided for Brigitte and Kraft. Don't even get me started on Agnes. You mean how she thinks you're not worth the dirt her daughter walks on? I'm not going to piss him off. What do you mean? Always nagging at me, saying I'm a disappointment compared to Lucky. I wasn't even here when he died. Was he here when he died? I don't know, because I'm trying to catch him in a fib. You're supposedly a grown man, and you can't understand why she'd be angry with you? Maybe that's the issue. You weren't here when you were needed. I'll say nothing because I think I need to play this, I guess. Agnes is a bitter crone who should leave me be. I've done enough backbreaking work for this family. Can't a man just have a damn rest? Goddamn rest. Where are you always getting the fights anyway? Brigitte supports you in all of this, doesn't she? I believe you, Martin. You seem like you could use a respite. I think what he's saying is sort of true, but well, we'll see. Damn right. Right, I've lost enough time to this as it is. Time for you to go. Wait, I almost forgot the reason I came to you. I'm trying to learn about the history of Tassing. I was told you could help. I should just leave him be, but I'll ask him anyway. Me, what do I know about history? I heard you stole a book from that baron all those years ago, the one who was murdered. Mother Illumina told me you borrowed a book of local history from Baron Rothvogel. Mother Illuminata? Oh, you mean one of those old nuns from the convent? Sure, a book. I might have taken it back then. Where'd you put it? That was a lifetime ago. I can't remember the book or what I did with it. Those years are a blur. So we know he's not really Martin. So he might actually not know anything about where it is now. Or he might have chucked it or something because he didn't really understand what it was about. Because he probably, I can't remember if he can read. Probably threw it away somewhere or left it at home. Wouldn't have been much for me to do with the book. I can't read. Too unique for me to have sold to. No one outside Tassing cares about its history anyway. Maybe I should ask Brigitte if she remembers anything about it. Sure, couldn't hurt. It was decades ago, but she's the one who remembers shit. Thanks for the help. If there's nothing else, I've got work to do. Until later, Martin. How do you know it's not Martin? I really want to click. Fuck, I really want to press this. But it doesn't make any sense in any case. I don't... But has he given me everything I need? Is Martin on the council? No. Man, I picked this trait and I can't use it for anything because I'm too scared. I'll fuck it. Fuck that. That was stupid. But it didn't say it was remembered. Okay. Magdalene, how are you keeping? I'm eager to continue work on the mural. I have so much to do before Christmas. I'm certain it will be the pride of Tassing when you're through. You've always had your mother's talent for art. And how is your dad? And I'm sort of thinking maybe, like, this is a little bit late to say this out loud, but I've sort of had it in the back of my mind that she's the daughter of Andreas, actually. But I'm not sure if that makes any sense. I don't think it is, but it's one of those things. And how's your dad? His mind is fading. I pray for him every night. You're one of the only people who've asked how I'm doing before asking about my dad. Well, you're standing. His mind is fading. As do I. Lord knows what your dad means to this town and what you mean. In some ways, after the revolt, you became everyone's daughter. I feel more like a thorn in everyone's side now that I'm painting the mural. That's a sweet idea. I wish the council saw it the same way. I don't want the council to see me as a daughter. I want them to see me as a thorn in everyone's side. The council is worried about pleasing the Lord. I don't like them doing it at your expense, but I can't blame them. It's not fair to you, but it is what it is. Thank God the doctor's turned a new leaf. I do believe he's up to the task of healing your dad. No, is he? Caring for someone can be an arduous task, even if you love them. It's all right if it's you. What? It's all right if it's you find it challenging. It's all right if you find it challenging. The Lord sees your labors for your dad and admires them. But I believe God will pull your dad through. Whatever the doctor says, we need him. God willing, you're right. I am at his mercy. I don't know what I'll do if he dies. I feel crazy even thinking about it. So yeah, whatever happens, happens. God willing, amen. Have you thought about what you'll do if your dad doesn't come through this? Dad will want me to keep up the printing press. I think it would be sort of sad to let the printing press and all the stuff go to, not to waste, but, well, basically, yeah, fall into disrepair, because then who knows who's going to come in or when someone might come in and do it. So as long as the printing press is needed, I think it's a good idea to keep it going. Wouldn't that be a sight? Are you sure you can handle it? It's a lot to manage on your own. But you're a good girl, Magda. There are any number of families in Tassing who would be happy to take you. You have someone in mind, don't you? I literally can't imagine who you'd be alluding to. It's has come up a lot, so you must mean it's. He's about as subtle as his father. Rest Otto's soul. I miss him. It's doesn't know what he wants. Some days I'm amazed he can button his own pants. This is what I usually say about people. I wish I got to meet him. Properly, I mean. He made an impression, that's for certain. And the girls around town knew better than to moon after him, though that didn't stop some of us. He was Ava's from the start, as Utz appears to be yours. But if nothing ever comes of that, know that you're always welcome in my family, Magda. Kraft's a nice boy, if a bit immature, but he's still growing. Are you trying to set me up? Can you blame a mother for trying? You're a good, respectable girl, Magda. Any family would be lucky to have as a daughter with a printing press. I'm not sure we're a good man. I don't even know him. I don't mean to be rude, but I prefer to decide on my own time. I guess I'll consider it. Thank you, sweet girl. Not every marriage starts off on solid footing, but if you pray and work and trust in the Lord, you can find it in time. Believe me. If it's not working out, how can you be sure a couple belongs together? I'll just because the other ones are weird. How can you be sure a couple belongs together? Lord knows. He brings people together for a purpose. We don't need to understand it, only to have faith in providence. I mean, in a sense where you can always learn shit from somebody, unless they're murdering you. In any case, I should get back to the chores. Remember what I said. Whatever happens, you're always welcome in my home. Thank you. Yeah, I want to ask about the old book. Martin is supposed to have stolen it from that baron who was killed years ago. Do you know what happened to it? Oh. I hope this doesn't get me into any trouble, but I still have it hidden in a drawer. Good, good, good. No. Martin left it behind when he ran off. Why'd you keep it? What was I supposed to do? The Baron was killed soon after, and there I was holding his stolen book. I didn't want Martin to get in any more trouble than he was already in. I never read it, though. I don't read well. Did you ever want to read it? Oh, I don't know. Who has time to read? Yeah, man. There's always something on the farm that needs tending. Oh, I need to take out the chicken coops and bed them down for winter. Did it? I think her text just changed because she could read a little bit. I don't want to... I'd like to read it to my dad, I'm sure, but I'd like to reference it for the mural. She doesn't read that good. If this way, if she says that there's gossip in it or something, then she might tell on herself, but won't everyone wonder where you got the ideas? I've been talking to people all over town. They'll think I get the ideas from them. All right. I'd like to have nothing more to do with it, to be frank. It reminds me of difficult times. Stolen book of a dead nobleman in our home. Perhaps it spoiled our milk and turned our eggs all these years. So she still holds on to the old ways. Here you are. Please don't tell anyone I had this. Finally, Historia Tassii. I cannot believe we actually got it. Oh, it's in Latin. I can understand a few words and phrases. I'll take a closer look in the evening. Thank you, Brigitte. You've been a big help. Definitely. Of course, Magda. Be well now. God bless. You too, Brigitte. Until later. Fucking shit. We finally got somewhere. So now, if I lose that book in the fucking ruins, I'm going to be ruined. I'm going to be angry. I will be so angry. So this way was, I think, the best way, because we might not have gotten the book later. But we'll see. So I think having this saved us some sort of side quest, which saved us a lot of time, which gave us more information. So I think it's always good to just know things. So let's head on down and hope we won't get killed. Not sure how much she knows about knots. I think because I'm getting old, I think I would need some knots on the rope to to climb up. When I was a kid, I could climb like everything, but I have not climbed a rope in decades. And also, I don't think this is like the smartest thing you can do, to go into an old mine and start rummaging about. Because things might be stable when there's nothing down here, but if you step on the plank or push some rotten plank out of the way, things might collapse. But you can climb these up there at least, and then some logs on the wall, so it looks pretty good. There's a lot of different coins down here. How odd. It's not like this is a saint's well. And as I said, I was thinking don't touch anything, and I just clicked the first fucking... I thought I was clicking the wooden plank. But I feel like I should not even look at these things. But I'm going to do it anyway, because I'm just going to hope that she doesn't pick anything up. A tablet. There's still writing on it. These tablets are usually used to keep track of accounts. They're easy to scrape, clean, and maintain. This wax looks beyond use, though. Yeah, I was just about to say it's a wax tablet. I've never actually... I don't think I've ever seen a wax tablet live, but this is the sort of like the black wax and then the wooden frame to it. And I sort of... I think at one point I was like, why do they use wax? Because it's going to melt and stuff, and you can't really harden it. But I think it's you can just temporarily write something on it, and then you can flatten it out again and use it again. So I think that's actually a pretty clever idea in that sense. But it is not a permanent way of writing things down, I don't think. Not sure how water and all that stuff affects it, but anyway. It's a poem. I think it's a love note. Yeah, I was thinking it. There's words that don't have anything to do with inventory, and it actually has quotations on it, so it is quote. So just to have a look at it. My big love. Maybe not the most polite thing to say, but it's a German thing. Without any, I would imagine, without any faults or something. Like King Solomon spoke of maybe the perfect woman. Yeah, it's going to take a while if I start thinking about this, but there's things about want, and I think she knows German, so maybe she'll translate it. Rising passion. Hee hee. Poor Jay. I hope her lover was better at things other than poetry. I would have chucked this shit down a mineshaft too. Rising passions. Alright. Don't touch this, please. Oh, this looks like a larger version of some of Baltus's contraptions. Yeah. It's like a drill. This winch must have been attached to some sort of hauling and pulley system. Fascinating. Rope around it, then you turn it the other way. Now that I'm down here, I should see what I can find from the Roman era and before. Bones. They're far too big to be human. So, the boar, I think, was a premonition, is that a word for this? Where there's going to be, probably going to be a wolf around here somewhere. What's that? A piece of pottery. It's beautiful. I guess I should do this in order. But I don't need to, well, I guess I do have to pick everything up, but maybe I can, yeah, I can craft a pot or something. And what is that? Bull. Oh, these must be the same kind of figurines Till and the other farmers find in the fields. To think that there's so many remnants of our ancestors scattered in fields and caves like this. And it's sort of weird that like 500 years ago, exactly 500 years ago, it was still like a 15, well, not 1500 years, but let's say 1,000 years since the Roman times, and then of course longer to go to the sort of the antiquity time. So it's sort of these things are as old here as they are now, basically, but still relatively young though, comparatively. This pottery is scattered everywhere. I should pay attention to my surroundings as well. Maybe there's little clues here. Ooh, another piece. So one thing that I'm looking at is the tools are still intact. There's wood here and stuff, so I'm not sure when this was abandoned, but oh, and there were some pictures of, like, maybe they're just cracks. I don't know. It looks like plants. She's really into adventuring for sure. Another piece. I wonder if they're all the same pot. Probably. There we go, some text. That is a graffiti. Tasia aquam mihi te aut Pluto me servet. I cannot remember what Pluto was. What god. It's like here. Death. Here is my death or something. There's a Latin inscription here. Tasia, give me water, or Pluto preserve me. This salt is drying me to death. Yikes. Doesn't sound like working down here was pleasant. Yeah, probably. Probably not. It's a man. Sinking. There we go. So there is a fortress, aqueduct, soldier, tree, and maybe through this we can find a path over to the Frigidorium, I think it's called. Oh, this looks like a Roman map of Tassing. I wonder what's changed. Let's see if I can map everything out. There's the aqueduct and the spring. The abbey was an old fort up on the hill, and there's the rest of the town. Mithraeum Aqueductus. Wait, what's this building? I don't recognize it. Mithraeum. I don't recognize that word from any of the books. So it's Mithras again. It is a secret. Like names, man. I don't remember them, but in Sherlock Holmes we had this. And I can't remember if I mistakenly called the other god Mithraeus or if it actually was Mithraeus. We'll see. I can't quite tell what it's meant to label on the map. Maybe some sort of temple. So it's like a hidden religion in a sense. Well, whatever it is, it's not in Tassing now. Is it like under the rat house or something? Oh, there's one angle to it. Somebody doesn't want people digging around, like physically digging around this town because they are using the ruins, and maybe there is the Mithraic cult here. Maybe I was right all along. That's so odd. Oh, I want to look at it again. Oh, God. Can I see it, please? Maps. Objective. What objective? That's the town. This is the shrine, perhaps, and it might lead to the Frigidorium. I'll grab this piece before I read that. I sort of have I don't know, I have a weird feeling that things are going to go wrong, but maybe it's because the last time I was here. Anima laeti in Mithreo sent it out anima mea in hac. Damnata salaria avla descendit. Like, life in Mithraeus goes down here or something. Let's see. Another inscription. It's not very formal. A worker must have carved it. Laetus' soul ascended in the Mithraeum. My soul will descend in this damned hell, a hall of salt. That's rough. There's that word again, Mithraeum. It must have been important to the Romans. So I don't think it was really important to the Romans in general, if I remember correctly, and if it's even the same one. There's the dagger or the torch, and then there was the bull that were sort of the signs of the Mithraic cult. This almost looks like an altar. But what would an altar be doing in a salt mine? It's been carved out of the salt. So I guess you need some sort of supporting mental structure to keep you sane down here in the tunnels. I don't know. Not sure what the sinking is. Well, let's go further. Oh, I could pick it up there. Hey, this piece looks like it matches the other pieces I found, so it is probably a single piece of pottery for some reason spread across the entire salt mine. Let's see. Nisi Mithraeum penetramus nostrum provirum proprium altarem Deis statuemus. The altar is behind here. More Latin writing. If we cannot enter the Mithraeum, we will make our own altar to the gods. Right, so maybe they were banned from going there or something. Like I don't know why they would. Oh, maybe, well, depends on what time it was. Christian, yeah. It sounds like the Mithraeum was some kind of temple, huh? I've never heard the word before. So I think we're done here. I think the word there was for a village or something like that, but I don't know. She didn't mention it, I don't think. Let's see if we can get out of here. Oh yeah, we're still actually going. We'll keep going for now. Another pottery piece. I found a lot of these pottery pieces. I should find out if they're all from the same pot. Oh, we're going to do it here? Alright. So, I think I'll leave this here because this might go on for a while and then I don't want to stretch one episode with interesting stuff. There should be a couple of them. So, I will see you in the next one where we're going to build up this pottery and then we're going to put it on the mural, whatever it depicts, I think. So, I'll see you in the next one.